What's going on, people? It's Beer Monster o'clock. And I'm back again because I had to leave because the old baby was being an absolute nightmare. It turns out he just needed a cuddle from good old daddy. Daddy's touch tonight, not mummy's touch like normal. Because I went up the stairs, picked him up, gave him a cuddle, and he went out like a light. And I just laid down with him for a few minutes, and he was sad though. So yeah, he just wanted his dad for some reason. I don't know why. Perhaps where mummy was work today, and he spent a lot of time with me, or perhaps he just knows I won't take his crap. I don't know what it is. But anyway, we are back, and hopefully some of the people that were in earlier will rejoin. I'll give it a bit of time, see if people rejoin, or if everybody just gone to bed because they assumed I weren't coming back. Then we'll just make it a quick one. Let's see what happens though. One person's joined. Who else is back again? And let's have a quick share on Facebook. Because I've got a few subscribers that have got me on Facebook now. And if you haven't added me on Facebook and you do Facebook, add me on Facebook, because when I go live in that, I will put a post on Facebook so you can see 3 people back in. Oh, I was sad. I thought you were gone for the night. To be fair, I had a feeling I was gone for the night, Michael. But I'm back again, and because I sorted the baby out, went upstairs, I gave him a cuddle, and I think he's not feeling too well. I gave him a cuddle and I rocked him. Even though he's 2 now, I rocked him like a baby, and he just went out like a light. But Mrs. is not too happy with me, to be honest, because she's blaming me for him not going to sleep because she had work today, and I had the baby, and I didn't take him to the park or nothing to wear him out. So she's like, that's why he's being a pain to go to bed. But as soon as I went up there, he went straight to sleep, which is unusual because he's more of a mummy's boy normally. But I think where I've spent the whole day with him, perhaps he wanted his dad. I don't know. Who knows? Narco 94 is in the house. How you doing, Narco 94? Great to see you again, mate. And good evening, mate. I hope you had a good week. Yeah, I've just come back, mate. I did do a live for about an hour and a half before, but I had to disappear because the baby was playing up. He was constantly crying for about an hour. I don't know if you could hear it in the background, but I think the missus just needed a bit of help, and the baby's going to sleep now. So I'm back. Mohammed Uwais Khan. Sorry if I've just absolutely butchered the pronunciation of your name, mate. But yo, what's going on, mate? Thanks for joining, and hope you're doing good, mate. You having a drink tonight, Mohammed? What are you up to, mate? And good to see you in. I'm not sure if I've seen you in a live before. It's nice to see a new face. Welcome, Mohammed. Jennifer Cross. Oh my God, not sure what's going on. You were 10 minutes back. Yeah, I don't know what was going on, Jennifer, but I had to cancel the baby out because the baby was crying non-stop for about an hour, and I think Mrs. needed a bit of help, and he went straight to sleep. I gave him a cuddle, rocked him like a baby. He went to sleep. He went out like a baby, and I'm back. But I think there was a problem with the stream anyway, so it's kind of a blessing in disguise because now we're back again, and it appears that everything's working okay. Because I wasn't even getting any comments coming through. It was weird. I keep getting these sort of issues. It's not my fault. It's something to do with YouTube. Blame YouTube. That do me. Well, all the best. Hope your son feels better soon. Yeah, I think he's all right. Perhaps I didn't wear him out enough tonight. Possibly. But I think sometimes he just plays up. He's a 2-year-old. Terrible twos and all that, you know. Mohammed says, oh my God, you said it perfect. One of the only people. Really? I must be getting better at the whole pronunciation thing, Mohammed, because normally I'm terrible at it. And like when I'm doing my beer reviews, I slaughter the pronunciation of the beers, and then normally somebody from the particular country that the beer comes from has a go at me in the comments. and said, no, you actually, well, they don't have a go at me, but they correct me and say, you actually pronounce it this way, which is fair enough. And about 10 minutes later, I'll probably forget the way They've told me to pronounce it. And I was saying it before anyway. Just one of them things, isn't it? You know it is. Marco says, gotta have a few Camden stouts in a minute. You tried it yet? I've not tried it yet, actually, Narco, but I see it in Aldi's earlier of all places. I think it was 12 quid for a 10-pack, and I was tempted, but I've not even watched anybody else's reviews or anything of it to sort of get a general idea of whether people think it's good or bad. I don't really want to buy 10 cans of it if it's just a bag of shit. But obviously, if it's pretty good, then like mine. But I've made that mistake a few times now. Bought a 10-pack of something I've not tried, and then it's just been so rough. And I can't even make a snake bite out of that, can I? Put a bit of blackcurrant in it, I suppose. But no, I would like to try it, but I'm not the biggest fan of Camden Hills Brewery, which I know is probably an unpopular opinion, but I don't like the Camden Hills Lager, that's for sure. In fact, I tried a Camden Hills Unfiltered Lager that was in Home Bargains a few months back. Say a few months back, it's probably about half a year ago, and that was quite nice. They're unfiltered lager, but the normal Camden Hills Lager, I've tried it on tap, I've tried it in a bottle, I've tried it in a can because people didn't like some people said I was harsh on the review of it. Maybe to them, but if I don't like something, I have to be honest. I think I gave it a 2 out of 10. Camden Hills Lager. I thought it was bloody horrible, and it was really hard work drinking it. It just weren't for me. I know a lot of people like it, and fair play to them, but that lager is not for me at all. Baby need a hug too, yeah. Family first, mate. Yeah, of course. The thing what was doing me is it was one of them ones where I kept texting my missus because I could hear the baby crying, and I was like, "Do you want me to come up and help? I honestly don't mind." And she's thinking, well, I think she did want the help, but she didn't want to say because she knew I was on a live. It's like, just say, like, people understand that I've got kids and stuff and family, and if you need my help, just tell me you need my help. Like, say, family comes first. I can always sort the baby out and then come back, or if I don't come back, obviously the baby didn't get sorted out, and I'm sure you guys would understand that. Jamie Watton's in the house. How you doing, bud? Hey, pal. I just got in from work. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah, I've just come back myself because I had to take a little break to sort baby out because he was getting absolutely nuts for over an hour. Well, his bedtime was about 8. Well, it's normally 7, but it was 8 tonight because we went to the kids had judo. And yeah, he wouldn't go to sleep, so I had to go out and sort him out. He just went straight to sleep for me. I think what it is sometimes when he's on one, I think if you've been trying to sort a kid out that's been screaming down your eardrums for about an hour, you tend to lose your patience and you're like, oh, you just shut up and go to sleep. Whereas if a fresh person comes up who's calm and has not had the baby screaming at them for an hour, sometimes they just need that more calming sort of thing. I think that's what it was, to be honest with you. You've had enough practice with kids. Yeah, I know. I breastfed a few kiddies in my time. Beer on tap, straight from the nipple. I got it from Sainsbury's. Oh, they do single cans and a 4-pack. Ah, well, that's the place to try one then, isn't it? Would stout snakebite be black velvet? I thought black velvet was a stout with blackcurrant. I could be wrong. I don't actually think, well, I'm not sure whether they would mix cider and stout. Perhaps they would. I don't know. It's not something I've really delved into before, to be honest. But certainly a nitro stout. I know they're a bit funny with mixing certain things. They kind of separate. I've seen somebody have Guinness mixed with WKD blue, and it looks mental. You got on the top was the Guinness, and the WKD was at the bottom. The blue WKD, they completely separated. It looked really cool, actually. But I think Handhelds is another one that used to be better years ago. Yeah, and it got like became popular, and then for me, bit like a lot of the BrewDog beers. They're no longer craft beers; they just mass produced, and then with that, the quality and the care comes down. Because once they've got people hooked on it, a lot of people don't notice when they change it, do they? But yeah, I didn't like that. Last time I had Camden Hills was at my cousin's wedding, and it was one of them pubs. They didn't actually do like a Stella or Carlsberg, your usual stuff. It was just Camden Hills Lager or Camden Hills Pale Ale. And I preferred the Pale Ale over the Lager. I remember hating it out of the bottle, but I thought I'll give it a chance on tap, and I was just like, nah. But I had 4 of my brothers with me, and 3 of them agreed with me that it was a bag of shite, and 1 of them liked it. So I think, but sometimes people just have different opinions on things, don't they? Black Velvet is actually champagne and stout. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that sounds interesting. I'd be well up for trying that. Mohammed says, sorry, mate, for the pickiness, but I prefer Weiss. How many drinks have you had tonight then? Every night? No, this is my third. Was my third. It started off, it's one of them beers, as well always say, you've got to drink a decent amount of your beer when you review it. I was actually quite pleasantly surprised. That is Aldi's like rip-off version of BrewDog's Hazy Jane, right? And when I first started drinking it, I was quite pleasantly surprised. I thought this is better than Hazy Jane. Not that that's an amazing beer, but it's Aldi's version that cost me £1.09p, and it's actually stacking up really well, perhaps even better at first. But then as I sort of got halfway down the glass, it was just giving me dishwater vibes. It was just this flavour started coming through. I don't know if it was as the beer was warming up, or perhaps it just took a while for it to really start stacking up and becoming an issue. That sort of weird soapy kind of taste that I wasn't getting it at first, but as I say, as I got halfway down the beer, it started tasting a bit dishwatery, and then by the time I got to the end, I'm glad I've got rid of it now. And I've got another can of it in the fridge as well. The missus can have that one. I'll tell her it's lovely. She'll believe me. No, I'll tell her. I'll be honest with her. She might like it. So we're different, aren't we? What she won't like is me keep having. I've gone from a Weiss beer to a New England IPA to a Steinhauser Lager, which I'm having now, which means I'm using different bloody glassware with every beer. That's going to make her well happy, that is. I might have to do a bit of washing up before I go to bed. I mean, I could just not care and put them in the same glass, couldn't I? Sometimes you don't really notice it, but that beer I'll put up today, that Beheaded, I actually reviewed that last night, but I posted it today. And once I finished that, I started drinking Tyskie, and it still had it was out the same glass, and I could still taste all the kind of like alcohol and the fruits and stuff from the ale, that strong ale in the Tyskie, and it wasn't pleasant. Right, where were we? Nico says the Camden style isn't bad, Adam. Definitely a smashable one, that's for sure. How would you compare it to get like your Guinnesses of the world and your Black Hearts and all that, mate? And your Conor McGregor's forged Irish stout? Because that's the sort of market they're aiming for, isn't it? Jennifer Christ says it's meant to be with champagne, but they do cheap version with cider or pear cider. That'd probably be more me. Don't like I drink champagne. Really pish. I do sometimes. Somebody buys me a bottle. Or I might have like I don't really do champagne. Like if it's like a wedding or whatever and it's going, I'll have it. It gets you smashed, doesn't it? But even at Christmas, I mean, I could buy a bottle of champagne. Am I going to notice the difference between a bottle of champagne and a bottle of Prosecco? No. So I'll just buy a pot. Well, I'll just buy buy Asti, which is way too sweet for me, but the missus loves it. And the kids would have a little bit with orange juice, make a Bucks Fizz or whatever, Excuse me. Oh yeah, baby sham. It's best to flatten the side of first so it doesn't blow up. Yeah, somebody told me I know it's true, if you mix tonic water with a nitro stout, like a Guinness, for example, it explodes or something. They just don't get on with each other. I feel like I want to try it. Or somebody on YouTube must have done it if it explodes. Just put it in YouTube, see if it explodes. I'd love you to try Conor McGregor's Forged Irish Stout, Adam. It's only available in Asda at the minute. I've already done it, Narco 94. If you just write in on YouTube Conor McGregor's Irish Stout and then write Beer Monster next to it, it'll come up. No doubt there's probably another 20 or 30 beer reviewers that have probably done it. Or just write it in and scroll down, because no doubt you'll have like all the bigger channels, ones that come up first. And you'll get to mine eventually. But I don't think I did it. Or did I? I think I did it in a beer battle. So it might be easy to find. If you go onto my channel, you've got different playlists. There's a beer reviews playlist. There's a beer battles playlist. And there's a few other ones. I think it is be on the beer battles playlist against Guinness. But I can't actually remember. Perhaps I think I did. I think I actually reviewed Conor McGregor's Forged Stout against Guinness, and then I think I actually put them both through the serger as well. So I even put the Forged Stout through the serger. And for me, I preferred the Guinness because I found the stout a little sweet, but it was all right. But I just preferred the Guinness. Perhaps it's just what I'm used to. I've drunk a few swimming pools of it during my life, so perhaps all of a sudden this other imposter coming along that's very similar in strength, it looks the same and everything else, and you try it and it's just not what you used to. It could be an element of that, but just personally, I found it sweeter, and I'm not a fan of sweetness. I just preferred the Guinness, but it could be, like I say, a case of just I'm so used to Guinness. Jennifer Cross says, I hope it's better than his whiskey. It was so funny when he got chinned by a pensioner in the bar. I didn't like his whiskey either. Was it the proper 12 or something like that? I thought it was a bit... I'm not really a fan of Conor McGregor. He's just so big-headed and full of himself, and I just don't like that about him. He's just got too big for his boots, I think. At the end of the day, he's just a bloke. He's going to live and die the same as all of us, but he proper, loves himself too much for me. I mean, there's being confident and there's being an arsehole, do you know what I mean? Jamie Watton says, I'm on the Rossini beer from Aldi. They do in 18 bottles for $14.99. I actually, Rossini is like the Aldi version of not Beer Moretti. What's the other Italian like? Not Peroni. Rossini is the Aldi rip-off version of Peroni. I put them two against each other in a beer battle, and I preferred the Rossini, which is a lot cheaper as well. And for me, it was night and day. It wasn't even close. Aldi's copy version of Peroni was night and day better. I actually think Peroni used to be okay. I think it's been messed about with or something and lowered the ABV a bit. I think it used to be stronger than 5%. It just don't taste as good as it used to. It happens to so many beers. You had 3 beers. You had 3 beers in on the 5th and 6th being next Bosch. I do like Guinness. Yeah, I like Guinness. It's not like my favourite. I've got to be in the mood for it. I like Guinness, but I don't like the condition the poos come out. I know I've said that before on a live, and you probably don't really want to listen to me talk about shit again, literally. But it's the black poos, isn't it? Jamie Watton says, have it from bottom. Have it from the bottom. Drink Rossini for your bottom. We'll stick the bottle at the bum. Some beers taste like they've been stuck up somebody's bottom. I know that. Beardy Beer Reviews is back. I just chugged 3 Bud Lights for my mum. I'm still burping, dude. Oh, Bud Light. Why? For all the beers. Bud Light. But fair play. And cheers to your mum. Bosh. That sounded a bit like I was being horrible. I didn't mean it like that. Cheers to your mum. But no, you know what I mean. Nitro one. Says Michael Slocum. Jennifer Cross, Pepsi Max here. Thought I may have a bit extra. Pepsi Max on what, Jennifer? You know you ain't just drinking Pepsi Max. What have you got in your Pepsi Max? Michael Slocum, sorry I'm a bit drunk now. Don't be sorry. Enjoy yourself, mate. It's Friday night, mate. Let your hair down. Enjoy yourself. It's getting to that time of night now, isn't it? The Boshing hour is Ali D. Oh, I think seeking the devil and he arrives. I honestly didn't even see his comment before I just said that. Literally, the second I mentioned Ali D, is like somebody say Ali D. Ali D's in the house. That's absolutely mental when things like that happen. Ali D's in the building. Hello, Ali D. I hope you're doing fantastic, mate. Always good to see you, bud. Let me just get through these other couple of comments. We're going to start talking shit now. Yeah, you probably notice I'll start talking a lot of crap as it gets towards the end of the stream. Narco, the Canada Stout is actually the weakest so far. It's 4%. Again, not the same as Guinness. I'll give anything a shot, mate. And I will definitely try it at some point. I'm not in a rush to do it. The same as like the Blanc. The Blanc. I'm not one for sort of, oh, there's a new cool beer out. Let's rush out and buy it before everybody else. I just do things at my own pace. The only thing, if I'm honest, that I like to try and get out first, if I can, but if I can't, am I bothered? No, I'm not. Is the Home Bargains beers. And you probably noticed that with me. I'm bang on the Home Bargains beers. And there's only one reason for that. It's because I'm always in bloody Home Bargains when the kids go judo. So it's like I'm in there twice a week. You know, if there's a new beer out, I'm all over it. So that's the one beer I probably do get out before a lot of people. If there's something new in Home Bargains, I've got to get it out really quickly normally. But that's not because I'm trying to get it out before everyone else. It's just a shop I go to a lot, and they quite often bring out new beers. And obviously, if it's new, I'm going to review it before whatever else I've got in the fridge that everybody's reviewed millions of times. Get it out there because people want to know the thoughts on it if it's new, don't they? And nobody else has reviewed it. But I say it's not about being number one or nothing. Let Crow Faction. How you doing, Let Crow, mate? Good to see you, bud. What do you think about Patronus Weissbier? Patronus Weissbier is much like the Weinbecker Weissbier, the oldie one. Very good for the money. Not quite as good as some of the proper, German bangers, but it's certainly acceptable for the price. And it's nice, actually. Very nice. In fact, there's not many Weissbiers I've tried that I'd say I dislike. They seem to be very consistent. Just with German beers in general, they're so consistent. I mean, who can name a bad German beer? There's a question. Anyone got one? You've had a German beer. I'm not talking like it just wasn't as good as some of the other ones you've tried. I mean, who can name a German beer that I've tried and honestly thought it was absolutely terrible? You know, I'm trying to swear less, but it's hard because YouTube keeps demonetizing my lives. It's really annoying. The one I did earlier where I was only live for like an hour and 20 minutes, demonetized. I don't remember saying anything bad. Just YouTube's getting so strict. Like, you feel like you can't talk your mind anymore. You say the slightest thing and they demonetize it. It's like, really? What have I done? I mean, is it because I'm swearing every now and again? I mean, it's part of the English language, isn't it? Surely you can swear. If people don't like the swearing, then they're going to go and watch someone else, isn't they? I mean, so it feels really controlling, like YouTube lately. Like, when I've not even been doing YouTube long, only like about a year and a half, and it weren't like that when I started. Like, they're complaining about everything now. You mention anything to do with the, you know what about. You're done. You're done. Anything to do with the old, what's going on at the minute? You know, the old. Anything to do with any of that, especially if you've got an opinion on it. God help you. Bloody stupid. What? Let me catch up with the comments a bit because I'm waffling on and I'm getting behind. And I do apologise for that. At least I'm getting a lot of comments. That's good. Do appreciate it, guys. Michael's a bit drunk. Says he's going to start talking. I read that one. Candace, that was good. Andy, even Adam, Howie, different camera angle tonight. Then is that for the best side, mate? I've just sort of experimented a bit of it and that, and like, to be fair, the table's a bit messy at the minute. So I'm trying to hide it a bit, hide the mess a bit, because we've been out a lot of today and we haven't had a chance to clear up. And of course, we've got a lot of kids that like wrecking the place. That's like the best, isn't it? Yeah, always good to see you, Addy, mate. Michael Slogan says, well, I'm a late drinker. I'm a late drinker to Guinness, so I would not remember the good version. But it's good. I like the coffee, so I like Guinness for tasting like that. I liked the Guinea coffee. The Guinness coffee style as well. But that's been discontinued, unfortunately. But I can only have sort of one, and then I'll switch to the normal Guinness. It's just too sweet for me, but I enjoyed the one. Like, even though I don't like sweet beers, there are sweet beers that I can enjoy just the one of, and I'm like, yeah, that was nice, but that's enough of that. Don't worry, Ad, we're used to you talking shit. You probably are by now, aren't you? Jennifer Cross, for shits and giggles. Oh, I said a bad word, demonetized. Oh, okay. Shit. Michael, try Tia Maria in your Guinness. It's so drinkable. Tastes like rum and raisin ice cream. That could work. Tia Maria and Guinness. Bud Light equals tranny. Oh. Yeah, people boycotted that in America, didn't they? Don's beer reviews in the house. How you doing, Don, mate? Good to see you, bud. And yeah, Don's also got a beer review channel. He's a lovely guy. He also took part in the old Drink for Dementia channel, Drink for Dementia challenge that was created by Simo Sups. If you see my chug on that, he absolutely smashed like some 6% stout on his one, and then he done a little shot of I can't remember what it was, but it was quite funny. He just pretended he had big hands, but he'd done his shot. He's done his chug in a shot glass and just said he's got big hands. That's one way of getting away with it, isn't it? Nico 94. I just bought the Kronenberg Blanc. Haven't tried it yet. I'd be interested to know what you think on it, mate. I've not tried it yet either. I'm not rushed out to have that one. I do want to try it. I think it's a Tesco exclusive at the minute, and I don't like Tesco's. Apart from the Tesco Express, which is right around the corner from me, I don't really go there, and they don't sell it in the Tesco Express. I don't know what it is about Tesco's. I just don't like the club card thing. The whole like club card price thing. The club card price is the normal price. It's all a load of crap. It's like basically, if you ain't got a club card, we're gonna literally tear the back passage out of you, and we're gonna assume everyone's dumb and tell them club card price when we all know full well you can go anywhere else and buy it for this club card price. They just want your information. That's all they want. And they're forcing you to get this club card. Otherwise, you're going to pay a hell of a lot more for your shopping. And the other thing I don't like about it is even though Tesco Express around the corner from me has this club card price, I've got children. If I send them around the shop for a loaf of bread or whatever, they ain't got club cards, or they go around there, so they got to pay extra. Children have got to pay extra because they don't have club cards. Or perhaps I forget. I could give them my club card, but if I forget, they're going to go around there and they come back and gave them a tenner to go and buy like a few things. And they come back and they give you a pound change, and you know full well that the stuff you asked for already comes to about £4. You're like, you've been thieving off me. You show you the receipt and you're like, oh, it's a club card, you know. So you've paid like £3.50 for a tub of Pringles because you didn't have your club card to get them for £1.85, which is about what they should cost anyway. Little rant over about the club card, but it just... And then because Tesco done it and they got away with it, Sainsbury's are doing it now. They've had their own version. What is it? I can't even remember what it's bloody called. But all of a sudden, they had that thing for years. And then because Tesco started forcing people to give their information with the club card prices that aren't even really cheaper. Nectar, that's it. Sainsbury's went, we'll do that. We'll have Nectar card prices. Yeah, they'll just be the normal prices, but the people that don't get a Nectar card, we'll make them pay twice the price. That'll be a laugh. And yeah, we'll force them to do it. And maybe if we all do that, then they can't even... You know, you have to shop in Aldi's or something to not give your information away. Anyway, calm. Have a beer. Have some of your Steinhauser. Got to say it with an accent. And catch you up with the comments. Don't worry, Ed, we used to Bud Light has its place. I give it to unwelcome guests. Narco says, looked at the bottle and it's actually brewed in France, but bottled in the UK. Yeah, that's going to change though, Narco. That's going to change. I think it's only for a few months and then it's going to be brewed in the UK. But what they do, they're clever. They'll bring out the French brewed one for a couple of months. Everyone will try this new beer and probably go, yeah, I quite like that. I'd buy that again. And then by the time they bought it a few times and all that, all of a sudden they'll just change it. It'll be brewed in the UK. Probably won't taste the same if it's anything like the other beers that all of a sudden brewed in the UK. It will go downhill. A lot of people won't notice and they'll just keep buying it. Dirty, filthy tactics. Ali D says, I actually got Blanc today. Yeah, it was okay. Not the hype beast it's made out to be. But I think I enjoyed it more. I think I enjoyed it more when I was 18. Oh, when it was first about, yeah. Jennifer Cross says, is Bud Light in the second worst drink? Bud Seltzer is the worst one. So I've not even tried that. I just no. No. Ali D laughing at Don's beer reviews. Bitburger Pills is too bitter. Oh, I like that. I really like Bitburger Pills. But again, Don, I can see what you're saying. I think it just depends what you like. See, I'm a bit of a whore for a bitterness. So I absolutely love that. Same as I love Pilsner or Quell. I love like a decent Pilsner that's got a big ballsy bitterness on it. That's like my favourite type of lager, pretty much. And yes, I absolutely love that. I've reviewed it actually. A friend of mine went to Germany and he brought me back a bottle from Germany, and I really did like it. I didn't just like it because it was a gift from a friend. I actually was surprised how good it was. I think you can get it on Beers of Europe and that as well, can't you? Ali D, Beck's Fire ad, crap. Oh, yeah. Beck's Fire is crap. I'm still convinced that because Beck's is 4% now. They brought out this fire. Everyone thought it was crap and just stuck to the normal Beck's or just didn't bother with it. And I think they just gone, we want to save money on tax. What we do, we get the normal Beck's bottle, put Beck's Fire in it, 4% one. No one will know. Just, give it to them anyway. Just put it in the other bottle. Most people ain't going to know the difference. Some people know the difference, but a lot of people don't know. Jennifer Cross says that Don's beer review is a good idea to get rid of unwanted guests. Yeah, I ain't going around his ass again. Give me fucking Bud Light. YouTube is like that nowadays. Yeah, it certainly is, Narco. I remember first going on YouTube back in 2007, 2008. It's annoying because while I don't do YouTube because I think it's going to make me a millionaire, I'm not going to lie, getting a little bit back from the adverts helps to fund the channel. The channel, I don't make any money on the channel because the beers cost more than the adverts. The beers cost more money than you make off the adverts on the video at the stage my channel's at the minute. Perhaps once I get to about 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers, I reckon it'll be profitable. So it's very annoying when I keep posting videos and YouTube's like, no, you're not going to make any money off the adverts on that video because you said bum bum. Well, this is what annoys me. If they're going to say, right, that video's been demonetized, give me a reason why. So then I know if I say that again, the video is going to get demonetized. But they just demonetize it. You can appeal it, which sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. But you never actually know why your video's been. They don't say for bad language or for talking about this, that, and the other, which we don't like you talking about. They just demonetize it and they don't tell you why. They expect you to read through their 3 million pages of rules to find out for yourself what the rules are and to not do it. But guess what? Some of us are bloody dyslexic. I could read the 3 million pages, but none of it will go in there because it just don't. To me, I'm just reading words. It doesn't. That's why I forget, because anything longer than a few lines, it doesn't sink in anymore for me. I'm then just reading words. That's very frustrating. Got to sign off. Mr. Ronald says, I'm absolutely knackered. Take it easy, mate. Thanks for tuning in, Ronald, if you're still here, mate, because I know you've probably been out a few minutes ago now. Appreciate you tuning in. Don's beer reviews, Jennifer Cross is an excellent way of getting rid of them. Jennifer Cross is low. YouTube is like that nowadays. I remember going for YouTube back in 2008. Narco was that on dial-up? Oh, God, dial-up. Ali D says exactly, had free speech is a myth. We're living in democracy by word only. We are, mate. Free speech is definitely not a thing anymore. God, the amount of things I think all the time that I want to say, and I have to stop myself from saying it, whether it's on the YouTube live or doing a YouTube video or just general people that you meet in public that annoy you. And one thing that really annoys me is I understand certain things upset certain people and stuff like that. But people have got the option whether to watch your channel or not, haven't they? If I say something and it upsets you, you can just go, I'm not watching that bloke again. No, you've got choice. Because as many people that might have got offended by that comment or whatever might have loved it, and that's the reason they watch you in the first place. So it's, I don't know. 9 watching and only 3 likes. Yeah, smash the like button, guys. Listen to Don. Yeah. No, it does actually help, apparently. I don't really like asking for likes on the lives and all that. Because some people do it, and I think it gets a bit annoying after a while if you beg for likes. Probably you should mention it every now and again, but when you got people begging, like, please hit this many likes every 2 minutes, it personally annoys me, which is why I don't do it too much myself. Yeah, some people, they just, because it does help a lot. That's why some people constantly go on about the likes, because it does help a lot. Because if you like it, it tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content, and YouTube recommends it to more people, which gets you more people in. But it's the last thing you want to hear is like. If you like it, you know where the button is, but a lot of people just, they don't think, they watch it and they enjoy it. They don't think to like it, do they? So I think it just happens naturally. I think it gets annoying when people beg for it. But it does help. Just so keep that in mind. If ever you watch a video or mine or a live, whatever, and you're enjoying it, do hit that like button. But I'm not going to beg for it. I might ask every now and again, but I'm not going to beg for it. Narco says, no, was a bit after dial-up. I remember dial-up. And one thing that made me always stands out to me, dial-up. I remember when I dial up, and when there's a computer game, you've probably all heard of it, even if you're not into gaming, like an MMO called World of Warcraft. Back when that first came up, I was on dial-up, right? And I got this thing. It was a 7-day free trial of World of Warcraft. So I thought, oh, yeah, I'll give it a go, because you have to pay. Back then, you had to pay for the game, and you had to pay a monthly fee to play World of Warcraft. Whether you still do, I don't know. So anyway, I thought I'd download this 7-day free trial. And broadband was a thing then, but I just didn't have it. It actually took me 7 days to download the game on dial-up. And I finally downloaded it. I'm like, yeah. But what really annoyed me is the trial actually started from the minute I started downloading the thing. So I went to log into my account and try my 7-day free trial, and it actually expired by the time I'd even ever got to try it. So I had my PC on 24 hours a day for a whole week to download this game, World of Warcraft, on dial-up. And I've never even got to play the bloody thing. And it literally paid me off so much to this day, even though loads of people still play that game. I've never played it because it just wound me up. When it's saying you really wind you up, you're like, nope, not going to bother anymore. A bit stubborn like that. Then, of course, I am on the free. Was that free internet? Like free, the mobile phone company. Morrison's, I'll try to never the same price twice. Morrison's took the P a lot during COVID and the cost of living stuff. They were like, yeah, we're going to jump on that bandwagon. We'll be the most expensive. And they really took the P. That's exactly what it is, Ad. Get your info, exactly why I want to digitalize everything. Yep. Yeah, use cash, man. Better stuff in Aldi anyway. I would agree with that, Jennifer, actually. At least better value, and a lot of the lagers are better in Aldi. The only thing I don't like about Aldi is selection. Like, say for example, I'll make a lot of my meals from scratch, but just to say you don't, like most people don't. Let's say you're making a curry. You walk in there, they might have like Tikka and korma, both by the same brand, and then if you don't want tikka or korma, you're buggered. Whereas you go into a bigger supermarket, they'll have tikka and korma by this brand, tikka and korma by that brand, tikka and korma by that brand, and then they'll have a load more different curries, all different brands of it, and you know, so selection. And if they nail it, it's cool. But sometimes they'll make saying you don't like it, and there's that brand or nothing sort of thing. So you've not got options to try a different brand. Why did I find that funny? No, no, Darko said there's a new Corona out called Ligera. Got to be careful with that one. And it's 3.2%. For some reason, I found that really funny that there's a new Corona out that's 3.2%. I found that on its own funny, and I'm not even sure why. I think it's just because the strength of it is just ridiculous, isn't it? And then I read Jennifer's comment after. I already found it funny, but then that took it to the next level. Adam's piss is probably stronger. I need to get myself one of them ABV testers and put it to the test, and I my own piss versus Corona near what's it called again? Yeah, the new Corona 3.21 versus my own piss. First of all, before we check out the units, let's see what one's got the highest ABV, my piss or that. And if my piss comes in lower, it's probably because I was drinking something too weak the night before, I suppose. Don's beer reviews. I'm going to start saying bum bum on all my videos now. Yeah, you don't know, Don. Though you might get yourself demonetized. I don't think your channel's monetized yet, but you'll know what I mean when your channel gets monetized, mate. It's really annoying. It's like you barely make anything as it is, and then to take away that like £1 or £2 that you might make off a video of a small channel like mine because you've said something, you've said your opinion on something that you're not allowed to talk about is ridiculous. Absolutely. And I know I'm not the only one coming across it right now because I've had other YouTubers that I'm friends with have asked me, like, have you been getting all your videos like demonetized lately and stuff like that? And you get like some of them are like trying talking in code, and some of them just don't swear at all just to be safe. But then there comes this point where you feel like you're not being yourself anymore. Do you know what I mean? Well, I can't do this, I can't do that. It's like, do you just say, sod it, I'm going to do what I want anyway, but then I won't make no money? Or do you be a good girl? I don't know. I'm trying to sort of do it in between. And like sometimes you get away with it and sometimes you don't, sort of thing, you know? But it is annoying. I'm going to start for that one. It's the bum cleavage that got you banned. Yeah, I noticed that when I get up to get another beer, it keeps showing off my bum cleavage. And I think turning the people at YouTube on a bit too much. They're classing it as like pornographic material. Why is every footballer and his mate flogging CBD oil? Seems that rubbish. He's been flogged around more than Becking Manscaped. I know, it's absolutely mad, isn't it? I've not actually tried it, to be fair, CBD oil, because they take the THC out and you just, I don't know whether it actually does anything or whether it's a placebo or whatever. But I don't know. Some people say it's really good, but no, guys. Anyways, Adam, I'm off now to watch the Joshua Ngannou fight. Oh, I might have to do the same. Narco, night. Same as Joshua sponsor boots. Narco, another pointless fight. Money spinner. Jennifer Cross. Aldi Madras in the what? What? Aldi Madras in the nuts. How do you mean? Oh, is the nuts. See what I mean? YouTube want me to read all their terms and conditions. I have enough trouble reading me bloody comments. Jesus Christ. Don's Beer Review says, I was going to make all my meals from scratch, but I couldn't find any scratch in the shops. I feel like my comments are behind again. You could get pork scratchings. Jennifer Cross, good idea. I've seen a Foster's Sunday can on the floor, and I think I can't piss strong gravy feeding that. Yeah, Foster's is like, was it 3.7% or something now? LED says, my brother tried the CBD oil, didn't do anything in him, so who knows. Michael Slogan, Shandy. Oh, the Foster's Shandy. Yeah, I said, no, I'm not even going to review that. You could just literally buy a can of lager, put some cloudy lemonade in it. Same bloody thing, isn't it? Come on, they're trying to kid. The only thing that surprised me was wasn't weaker than 3%, because they made this Foster Shandy 3%, and it's actually nearly the same strength as the normal Fosters. Now that I've lowered it, is it 3.7 or 3.6? Their Shandy is actually nearly the strength of their normal lager, so I reckon they must have used like a previous stronger version, like maybe like the 5% Fosters that they get in some countries. And they've half and half that one. I don't know. I don't know if I want to watch a Joshua fight or not. I kind of do, but then do I really care? Not really. You just watch it on YouTube an hour after it's been on. I want Ngannou to win, though. I don't like Joshua. I just don't like him. And it's all to do with, well, again, you got to be so careful what you say in it. But you probably know, if you follow boxing, that little outburst he had to do with people of colour not using white people's shops, so to speak. Since then, not interested in him. But I'm interested in seeing him get knocked out, which is part of the reason I want to watch it. And I like Ngannou because he just seems like a really genuine guy who's come from a difficult background and worked hard to get where he is. I like him. Narco, actually, I'm back watching the fight on telly and watching Adam on the phone. Lol. Oh, fair play. That's what you call commitment, that is, mate. If I was to put the boxing on and do, because people do watch alongs, don't they? Can you do like a watch along, but you can have the audio from the boxing on? Or do I just watch the boxing with no audio and say, oh, yeah, that guy's just smacked that guy right in the ear hole? Or can you put the commentary on and people can listen to it? I don't know how it works, if you know what I mean. But that could be something I could do one day. If there's a lot of people interested in a certain event, we could do a watch along. And we could all watch it and then talk to each other about it while we're watching it. Could be good during the World Cup and stuff like that, because a lot of people like football. If perhaps there's a Friday night, what I mean is, because it's going to happen doing live streams on a Friday, there's often going to be like big sporting events, isn't there? And perhaps you can watch it together. Watch along, no auto. Right? Oh, you can't put no audio on. I can't stand Joshua. What you just said, Ali, is what I wanted to say. And this is what I mean by YouTube now. I wanted to proper go into one about that, but I knew that would be a really like touchy subject. And I didn't want to try and say it in code or anything like that. I would just hope that people knew what I meant. But it's different when it's the other way round. When it's a person of colour being racist towards white people, Nobody wants to know. It's absolutely mental. Like, actually, I'm black watching the fight. Oh, you're sorry. Back, not black. Oh, God. Bloody hell. Are you paying for the boxing ad? Or are you doing the dodgy way? Trying to get the stream for boxing is like gold dust. Yeah, I let's just say I don't pay for it. But yeah, I'm good at getting things like that, if you know what I mean. Bit of a Del boy like that. I could find one in 2 minutes. But I couldn't link it. I need to go and get another beverage. Back in a sec. One sec. Let's put the old arse cleavage away because I don't want to turn this into a pong now. Ah, you bastard. Be rude to get one, wouldn't it? Ah, fuck. Oh, the worst thing about having kids is Lego, man. Oh, when they leave Lego on the floor. That is brutal. That only hurts for like 10 seconds, but it's absolutely brutalizing for them 10 seconds. Couple of Steinhausers. Is that right, that pronunciation? I thought, try and imagine yourself as German. It's Steinhauser? Or is it like Steinhauser? I like calling it Steinhauser. Right. Spot on, ad. Discord is different. Actually, I'm black. Are you actually black, or are you laughing at what I said? Simon versus Adam, you're the best YouTuber. I feel like we kind of the same. Oh, cheers, mate. Someone's got to like me, ain't they? Although it's not a versus thing for me, is it? It's just, you know, I respect Simon. He's been going for a bloody long time. I don't agree with quite a lot of his opinions on things, but then he probably don't agree with mine. So that's what makes it good, is people's different opinions and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I do watch some of his stuff though. I used to watch his lives before I started doing lives on Friday night as well. Sometimes, but I'd just skip to the witching hour. A lot of the time, to be fair. Yeah, because that's when he used to sort of get himself in trouble, and I used to find it quite funny. And Discord, you can do a watch along with putting the boxing on. Oh, what? Or film watch along. I used to have. I used to have a gaming guild or clan or whatever you want to call it that I used to be the leader of, and there used to be people that used to go onto Discord, and they used to what I kind of thought it was sad, but there must be something in it because a lot of people used to they'd go there and they'd watch like series and that and films together. But they'd all be watching it, but they'd be talking to each other at the same time. Like laughing together if they're watching a comedy and talking about it as they're watching, sort of thing. Even though they're like, we was like a gaming community of people from all around the world. We had English, we had Dutch, we had people from Norway, Germans, Americans, all together watching the same thing from different parts of the world and talking about it, sort of thing. I mean, it wasn't really my thing, but a lot of people used to love that. Subscribers don't matter when you get good personality and you're funny. Yeah, I mean, subscribers don't really matter, mate, do they? So as long as there's some people that are enjoying it, I'm happy. It's always awkward going live because you don't have any. When you've got a small channel, you don't have anyone who's actually going to join. I feel like my channel is at like perhaps the bare minimum of being able to go live, as in like the amount of people that join the lives. If you know what I mean. If there was like literally nobody talking or whatever in the comments, it'd be a bit pointless, wouldn't it? The undercar is a bit slow. Undercard, huh? What do you want to win anyway? Who do you want to win, Narco? Anyone who's a bit hard and fun, I love. What? Jennifer, how dare you? Oh, love a bit of Rocky. What, the film Rocky? Or like a rock on? AD, Narco, Joshua Ngannou. Narco says, well, like you, and Ad said, after what he said, I was annoyed with shopping in black only shops. Tyson Fury, my favourite. No, I was just joking with the unblack Adler. A guy I started talking to on Twitter a few years ago has just started a gaming centric Discord and he made me a mod. Oh, right, yeah. I started with a game called Guild Wars 2. And there used to be a mode on it called World versus World, which is like server versus server. You'll just like literally got a whole server against the whole server, and there's castles and that you can fight over. And I joined like a clan on that game, and used to have things called commanders, which is like while you're running around fighting this other server, you'd have like a leader who's like a commander who would tell you exactly what to do. It'd be like your ringman sort of thing, like, you know, the people on the left do this, do that. It'd tell everyone what to do and when to do it. And that kind of got me hooked. And then there was one time, this commander guy who was really good. He couldn't do it for whatever reason. And he needed someone to cover, but there was no other commanders. And I was like, you know what, sod it, I'll do it. And it was absolutely terrible. But people actually listened to what I said, but just what I was saying was all wrong. So I thought, I'll have another go at that. And I ended up getting into it, and then ended up making my own guild and like gaming, which ended up becoming a gaming community. But being the commander myself, and it was a good laugh. And then other people learned to be commanders, so I didn't have to do it all the time, and now it was good. Anyway, enough about the gaming geekiness. I like Tyson Fury. He can be a bit of a knob, but I do like him overall. You probably noticed me little Teddy if you watch the beer reviews. Gosh. I won that Butlins. I'm quite good at darts, and they got this like fun fair in Butlins, and there's like these games to do with darts, hitting the cards or hitting balloons and all that, and you win prizes. And literally, I was absolutely cleaning them out. I've got Tyson Fury. You probably see him. I'll show you up here quickly. Oh, all them empties. Glove, a couple of gloves up there. As well as ones in the baby's room and all that. Just cleaned out all the Tyson Fury stuff just from playing darts. And I was paying like £3 to go at this funfair game. And every time I was winning a teddy, and they sell for like 25 quid on eBay. And I was just going and going and going. And in the end, the manager came up to me and he wouldn't allow me to play anymore. Because I said, why? He said, because you're too good. We're not making no money off you, mate. You're spending £3 and you're winning a bloody teddy every single time. That's not how it's supposed to work. A lot of why I like Tyson Fury is not actually anything to do with the boxing. I think it's the coming back from all the weight he put on and the mental health side of it. I could relate to him. And I think he really earned my respect. Being able to lose all that weight. I mean, how can you blow up to like nearly 30 stone? Nobody in their right mind. And I think it's really underappreciated what he did to come back from that size when he got into drugs and everything, and to come back and do what he did is just unheard of. Yes, he may be overrated or whatever, but not for me. To be able to do that, to come back and actually end up beating Wilder, there's question marks of how good Wilder really is. But just to come from that size and come back and do what he's done, because he hasn't just beat Wilder, he's beat like Dillian White, a few others since he come back. No one like, although Wilder was knocking everyone out, wasn't he? But now he's not the same. People are like, oh, Wilder was never good anyway. I think Wilder was good, but I think Tyson Fury's just, he's done him over. He's humbled him, and he's not the same guy. She likes it when it's hard, love. Ali D. I started on Pac-Man, Pong, and Tetris. Oh, Tetris, that tune. On the old black and white Game Boy back in the day as a weapon, that thing, when it was like the size of a brick. Jennifer says no comment. That's basically a way of saying she absolutely loves it. Oh, dirty girl, she knows. Narco says, chokes, Tyson Fury, dull, lol. I've got loads of them. I've got his gloves. I've got all sorts. I almost went to see him once, but it was my anxiety played up and I cancelled it. Not like one-on-one, like what he does, like these little things where he goes around the country. It's like an audience with, and you can go and watch him talk about his life and all that, but you can pay extra and you actually get to talk to him for 5 minutes and get a signed glove and this, that, and I was going to do the full shebang, but it didn't happen in the end because of me generalized anxiety disorder. Makes change from blow up dolls. Oh, it's not like that. I'm not like, oh, Tyson, give it to me, baby. You sexy bald. Oh, better be careful. Adam, you got Tyson Fury's aftershave too. If he had one, I might have. Slurpy Dave's in the house. How you doing, Slurpy? Slurp. Evening, Adam. Evening, mate. Well, it's good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you had a good week. And if you're having a beer tonight, what beer are you drinking, Slurpy Dave, mate? What are you on? Knowing you is probably a real owl. Or Jennifer Cross, his last fight was a joke. Yeah. But this is, I think, where we're going to find out his last fight. How much of a joke was it? Because I personally think Ngannou's not as good as Fury made him look. I just think Fury underestimated him and didn't train properly. So it wouldn't surprise me if Joshua goes in there and makes Ngannou look stupid and everyone says Tyson Fury's finished. But that's because he didn't train properly. But then it also wouldn't surprise me if Ngannou just walks in there, obliterates him, and then everybody gives Tyson respect for the last fight, which they said was a joke. But maybe Ngannou's just a lot better than what people realised. Tonight's where we're going to find out, I suppose, isn't it? But I personally think Ngannou's not that good, and Fury didn't take him seriously, and it made him appear better than what he is. And I don't think Joshua's going to make that same mistake. I think Joshua's going to win, but I want Ngannou to win all day long. Fury buying a house over here in the Isle of Man. He's been over here a lot the last 12 months. Oh, has he, mate? Jennifer Cross, the underfight is lush. Is that the undercard of the Fury fight? Oh, Parker. I can't remember who's Parker versus that chinky guy. Oh, can't say that. Chinese guy. Zhang, is it? Slurpy Dave. Did you know I went 7 rounds with Tyson Fury? He never brought one. I was waiting for every time I see you. Oh. Sorry, the old throat's playing me up a bit again. Let me just get my ass for pump, people. Put the arse cleavage away first. I've got to do this tester thing before I do my asthma pump. Why do I always give a better blow when I'm drunk? I always score higher on it. Now, that sounded wrong, didn't it? Well, I done the same last week. Fantastic blower. 5.75. 5.75 was the highest. I've just got to text that over to the respiratory people. Oh, shit. Now I can take this. I finished dying now. Whenever Slurpy comments, I always sort of have to think, is there a joke in this? I'm going to look silly. Read it carefully. I struggle to bloody read as it is. I went round my mum's last night and my sister was playing Pokemon. Yellow one, yellow one on the Game Boy Color. Oh, I thought there was a joke in that then. That's Slurpy Dave getting in my head. What was it? There was a joke when that Pokemon Go came out. It's like kids are out everywhere playing Pokemon Go while their dads are inside playing Pokemon. Because all the kids are out, they can get their end away. I've just come back from the Rovers return, Douglas. Been on the oyster stuff. See, I'm reading that carefully, thinking, is there a joke in here? I've heard of oyster stout. Says Narco. Jennifer Cross says, I've got a stream on the background. F under fighting is amazing. You know, I've wanted to go to Isle of Man for a while now. Seems interesting. There've been a Zhang versus Parker. Oh, is that what fight's on? So that fight, I bet that's a banger because they're both really good. Parker done really good to beat Wilder in his last fight. And that Zhang beat what's that fella? Joe Joyce. So I reckon whoever wins that fight is very close to getting a title shot. Not tried that one, Slurpee. Jennifer Cross, it's just if a fat man runs out of gas. No, I'll tell you what, Jennifer, he might be about 90, that Chinese guy, but he's big, but he just seems to just go. He gets a bit tired towards the end, but he seems to always have enough in him. It's a lovely item, mate, but you have to accept the winter months. Rough as. I'll go in the summer then, Dave. Went fishing today and caught a fish with a syringe inside. There we go. Turned out to be a drug addict. Drug addict. Where'd you get all these jokes from, mate? He's like constant. Ali D. The Pokemon Go craze was mental. People were going retarded, walking in the main roads to open a box. That year was officially the end of intelligent species of humans. Yeah, that was mad when that game came out. I even got involved a bit. Like, because I've got kids and that. I started walking around with the kids and they're like, yeah, this person's playing Pokemon Go, and that like they'd meet up at certain points to get these things. And you just think, why is there like, when it first come out, there's like 20, 30 people stood by this random lamppost or gravestone or whatever because it meant something on the game or something. And you're just like, hey? Rather play Pokemon while the kids play Pokemon Go. Messages. Just let me check something quickly. Oh my god, comments have caught up. Them usernames. Oh, what? Hey, what? Oh, the comments gone mad again, Jennifer. Or you saying I've caught up with the comments? I try and answer them all slowly because there's only 8 of us. Do you know what I mean? Both. Oh. I think these new liquid. Yeah. Can I do a second window? I've got a second monitor next to me. That's connected to my Xbox. I can do a second window. It's a mega fight. Were they proper going for it? Oh, you're making me want to watch it. But I can't watch it because I can't play no audio, because if audio comes out my speakers, you're going to hear it through the microphone, and then I'm going to get in trouble. Hang on, Jen. Let me try it now, Jennifer. I've just made you a moderator. Now that you're a moderator, it might make you be able to send links. Because something like that happened, yeah. There you go. Something like that happened the other day on Simo's channel. It's the Bosch hour. Something like that happened on Simo's channel about me sending a link, and he made me a moderator, and it worked. Right, and let's have a quick look at this link. It's not going to be no dwarf porn or nothing, is it? Oh, this is when you wish you got ad blocker. Jesus Christ. Damn. Yeah. Link. Let's try link one. No, I don't believe that. Ugh. Oh my. There we go. Ugh. Jesus. Oh my God, that ad looked interesting. Finally. Can you hear that? Unblock origin. Don't know if you can hear that, but I'm put Parker down again. He's a strong old fella, that lad. That's an 8th round. Uh, all right. He's like a machine, mate. He's slow, but he's got stamina, he's got power, he's got everything. Boxing's getting good though because you've got Parker beating Wilder. No, yeah, Parker beating Wilder, and now this Zangi's beating Parker. By the looks of it. Can you hear the commentary, guys? He's any about 90 as well, that Chinese guy. No, isn't he like 40 odd or something? Or about 40 years old, I think he is. Oh, I have turned it down a little bit, but he's got incredible stamina for like a 40-year-old guy, that thing. He's a tough old man. He's big as well, isn't he? You don't often get a big Chinese guy like that, do you? They say that Chinese people have got really small willies as well. I bet he's got a massive cock as well. um, Kylie, hello, Kylie. How you doing, mate? I'm sort of doing the stream and we're also watching the boxing as well. There is a link that Jennifer's put up if you want to watch the boxing. Um, Narco, Adam, what do you think about the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight announcement going to be live on Netflix? Oh, you know what? Oh, he's joking. Um, I don't know what to think about that fight. Like, I think it's stupid because Tyson's like about 60, and I don't want to see him get hurt. But what I do want to see is him absolutely annihilate Jake Paul. But I think it's just a money making thing, and he's not going to be allowed to do that. And I think if he was allowed to go for the knockout, it would probably still knock him out because he's. I've seen videos of him training, and he might be nearly 60 years old. He is super sharp and super fast still. And when he fought Jones Jr. in that exhibition, there was a no knockout clause, and he literally knocked him out. He sort of held him back up, and I don't know if he's allowed to knock him out. I think he's going to knock him sparko. It works for me, Ali, but I have to keep clicking the same thing over and over again. Exit ad, exit ad, exit ad, and go back onto it again, exit, and then after about 5 or 6 times, it works. A lot of them they won't work if you use an ad blocker. Has Parker not knocked down Zangnem at all? At the minute, Carly, I'm on the old Steinhauser. That's an Audi German lager. Brewed by the German Purity Law. Very nice one. Probably seen me drink before. But I was on the Rhineback of Ice beer, and then I tried Audi's version of the Hazy Jane. I think this is my eighth beer. Man, up a bit. Although Steinhauser's are only small bottles, so they haven't all been big bottles. Gosh, I'll be rigged with more viruses than a porn star if I turned off ad blocker though. Yeah, it's I don't even have antivirus, but I'm good at getting rid of viruses when I get them. Just use the old Windows Defender. Sometimes you can't get rid of them, but you can put them in quarantine. Joshua being trained by Ben Davison now. Used to be Tyson Fury's trainer. Yeah, he's quite young, isn't he, that Ben Davison? But he seems to be doing a good job. He's done a good job with Fury, and he seems to have brought the best out in AJ. I don't like Joshua. It's just like after the stuff he said, now I just look at him and I just think, you're a cock, mate. Just I just look at his face and I just think you're a massive bellend, and I want to see you get knocked out by this Ngannou. Ngannou, do it for me, Ngannou. You're from Nigeria. I've reviewed two Nigerian beers this week, Ngannou. So do it for the beer monster, yeah. Come on, I've been bigging up your beer, your Nigerian beer. Get the knockout for me, Ngannou. Do it for me, brother. I'm on links mint. Won't touch Windows again, mate. I've not tried it. I probably will though, actually, because I've heard good things about that. Well said, mate. Are you watching the boxing, Carly? Yes, I am, mate. Yeah, I'm still paying attention to the chat, but I'm also watching the boxing as well. Don't know if you guys can hear it. If you can, I'll just get copyrighted and I won't make no money off the video. Who really cares? They do that anyway. Saying there ain't a way of changing the title to watch along. There probably is. I just don't know how. Yeah, mhm. No, I don't think I can. That's all right. I'm happy with just that beer lot in here anyway. Might get a load of boxing nerds in if I do that. It's working for me. Hubby's gone mad in the background. He's slowing down a bit, though, Yang, isn't he? Parker's looking fresher. Although Yang looks massive compared to him, doesn't he? And I've seen these other fights before. He looks like he's slowing down, Zhang, towards the last few rounds, but he always seems to still get the job done. Even when you think he's slowing down, he just hangs in there just long enough. And by the time he slows down, he's already got enough points in the bag to afford a couple of round losses. Oh, Parker's got quite a good chin as well. He's done well to knock him down twice. Obviously, I didn't see the knockdowns because I wasn't watching it then. But Parker is always had a good chin. Dead even on the scorecard at the minute. Oh, dead even on the scorecard. Oh, so even though Shan's had the knockdowns, Parker's been picking up the rounds, has he? So I've only been watching it for like the last one or two rounds. Sorry, FR. For real, mess your stream. Huh? Yeah, guys, if you haven't done it already, change it from beer to boxing. Yeah, I don't, I can't change the, I can't change the title of the stream. Well, I probably can. I just don't know how, Jennifer. Um, edit. Oh yeah, I can change it. Uh, so was it Joshua? I don't know, oh, and Joshua H-U-R versus we watch along and beer talk a day. Uh, save. Here we go. Change the title of the stream. Oh no, don't be stupid. I love boxing. I want. Part of me wanted to go and watch the boxing anyway, Jennifer. Kind of done me a favour because I'm killing two birds with one stone. Yeah, that's it. Everyone seems to like boxing as well. Hubby's happy. Everyone's happy. I mean, I won't be going for much longer. I'll probably, when the boxing's finished, I'll probably wrap it up. Why not? I've learned how to do it now as well. Yeah, well, Parker's too fast for him, but Zhang, Big Bang Zhang's got that power, and he's you just know he's capable of knocking him out. But as he gets tired, Will Parker clip him one. Just walking down the air. Oh god. Yeah, I might not be here to the end of it then. I looked earlier about what time the Joshua fight was starting, and it said it's scheduled for the Joshua walkout to be at 11 o'clock. It's 8 minutes to 12 now. Last round. Josh is going down. Oh, I do hope that Ngannou wins. So I don't think he's going to win, but I really hope he does, and I'll be really happy if he does. He's very respectful, that Ngannou. Like even when he fought Tyson Fury, just all the talk, all the build up, and that, he just seems like a really genuine, respectful guy. I mean, to be able to punch someone as hard as that guy can and still be respectful, and he's been the champion of the UFC and all that. Coming to boxing, his first fight is against Tyson Fury. I mean, you've got to give the guy some respect, haven't you? He's got a big set of balls on him, isn't he? Oh man, and that popped up. Oh fuck off! Jesus Christ. There we go. 104 to so according to the viewers' scorecards, Parker's actually winning by 2 rounds despite the fact that he's been knocked down twice. So that's interesting. So he's picking up the points, but he has been knocked down twice. So it looks like Zhang might need the knockout. And if Parker does win, it's going to be one of them wins where it's like, can you really say you've won if you've been knocked down twice and the other guy ain't? But that's boxing, isn't it? Josh has no jaw. I hope Ngannou finds that jaw and just completely rearranges his face. Do not like Joshua. It'd be good. Can't see it though. I'll be finding out morning though, as of an early start. We'll stay around for a bit. Oh, you can't get it to work, Ali D. I think that's no problem. Just click the link, click the X's on the advert. Just click the X, and it'll take you to another pop-up. Go back to the same page, click the X again, and it'll take you to another pop-up. Go back to the same page, click the X. Do about 5 times, and then it lets you watch it. Does your hubby want Parker to win? Eminem lose yourself. You better lose yourself in the moment. You're in the Zang camp, yeah. So I mean, I didn't watch the full fight there, but judging from what people are saying, it looks like Parker's won, even though he got knocked down twice. I think that's more a size thing. Because Zhang's got the power in he, but he's just not got the speed or the age on his side, and they still banged him out twice. So pretty much Zhang won every round. Sorry, Parker won every round apart from the 2 rounds that he got dropped. So yeah, robbed. It's always it's always for me with boxing, like in boxing terms, it's a bit like the Fury fight against Ngannou. In boxing terms, Fury did win that fight, but in fight terms, Ngannou won the fight. And I think this is going the same way. I think Zhang's won the fight, but Parker's won the boxing match, isn't he? Points wise, you know. Speaking of Zhang, what Chinese beers have you tried? I've tried that Buddha beer. I don't know if it's called Buddha beer, but it's in a green bottle. It's shaped with a Buddha. They sell it in own bargains. I've tried that one. I've actually tried some Chinese craft beer. There was one, I think it was called Nest or something. It was a Chinese white beer, which is like basically a wheat beer or rice beer. And it was actually really nice. It really surprised me when I've tried like your what's that one? It's TS Shanghai or whatever. It's got some mad name. They sell it in all the Chinese restaurants and that. I've obviously tried that one. Uh, Sing. I've tried a few. That's it. That Xing Dao. I've tried that one. Um, that was weird that because that Xing Dao, whatever it's however it's pronounced. I had that once with a China. I went to a Chinese restaurant and had that, and I thought this is a nice beer. Actually, I'm really enjoying this. And then I picked up a bottle to review on the channel maybe 6 months later, and I didn't like it at all. But it seemed to go well with the Chinese food. It's one of them lagers. It goes well with Chinese food, a bit like maybe Cobra and a curry. But the beer's shit, really. But it goes good with the goes good if you're having Chinese food. That's what I think. Lucky Buddha, that's the name of it. I didn't rate Lucky Buddha either, really, but I did rate the Chinese uh, white beer that I tried. The Nest, something Nest. I reviewed it on the channel. I think I got it from Mercado, Fepesh, and that was actually really nice. It really surprised me. It's kind of unusual. See who wins. Yeah, Parker. And Zhang's looking shocked. He's like, "Come on." I didn't watch the whole fight, but Jennifer's saying he got robbed. It's hard to knock a guy down twice and not get knocked down yourself. You've got to feel robbed, didn't you? It's a it's a tough one, isn't it? Like I personally, the way I like to put it is Zhang won the fight, but Parker won the boxing match because it's all down to points at the end of the day, isn't it? But yeah, so German beer and a sausage. What sort of sausage are you talking about? Good undercard. Oh, Tyson's in the ring now. They're good friends, aren't they? Parker and Tyson Fury. He even goes. I think he was even at Tyson Fury's house at Christmas dinner. How close they are. Oh, who's that big fella? He's got a figure like me. He's rocking the man breasticles. I'll be bouncing. It was good fun tonight. Ali D says, Marco, have you tried Chang? I really want to try Chang. I've not tried Chang and I really want to try Chang. I preferred it to Singer, but I think they've packed the beer now as they've put it in green bottles now. Are they really? I really want to try Chang because my mum and four of my brothers went to Thailand, and that was the beer that they was drinking out there, and they said it was really nice. And obviously, I was the only one that weren't there because it's more difficult for me to go on holiday and that with family and the health problems and that. But they all went there. So yeah, I felt a little bit left out, but it's one of them things. And they all said you got to review Chang on the channel, but I've not seen it anywhere. Not seen it anywhere in this country. I think you can get it on Beers of Europe and stuff like that ever since stock. But every time I've made an order, it's not been in stock. I'm looking forward to Monday though, because I've done a bit of a stupid thing that could end up being good, or I could end up looking like a complete tit and wasted a lot of money. I've ordered from a site called Low Cost Beer, and I've ordered a mystery box of 24 beers for £45, and I have absolutely no idea what any of them 24 beers will be. It could be a 24 pack of bloody Carling for all I know. I literally have no idea, but I thought, sod it. You only live once. If it's complete foul, it's complete foul. I'll do the unboxing. We'll see what I get together in this box. And it could be anything. It could be a load of duplicate beers that I've already reviewed on the channel. There could be some really nice beauties in there. Apparently, a couple of them can be just past the expiry date or very short dated. But sometimes it could be like a £10 putty or something that's like a couple of days out of date, you know, and they throw that in there. You don't know what you're going to get, but we'll see. We haven't tried Chang, but none of it. Yeah, I've not tried it. Well, all of them liked it. So, but then sometimes it can be like a situational thing, can't it? But when I used to go to Greece, I really liked Mythos. I just associate that beer with Greece. I haven't been on holiday since I was 15, but I was drinking a lot of Mythos back then. And I always remember that beer. It makes me think of holidays, the last time I went abroad and stuff like that. Sometimes beers can do that, can't they? And you can perhaps overrate them because of sitting on a nice beach in that country or whatever. Beer's gonna taste good, isn't it? 12 Bud Lights and 12 Carlins. Pass this off, like, I'm gonna cry live. Don't, mate, don't jinx it. Drink with, but I just thought it'd be fun just to the element of surprise. Let's see what it's like. I don't mind. I mean, I've reviewed a lot of beers. If I get a few duplicates, so be it. But I'm hoping I'll get a few like really beers that are normally really expensive for a good price. I hope there's a couple of little gems in there. I don't know, but I looked at some of the beers they sell on their site. They do some good beers, like different versions of Delirium Tremens and stuff like that. So I ordered the mystery box of £45, 24 beers, £45. Again, you don't know what you're going to get. And then I added a couple of extras on that they just sell normally. I've only tried the regular Delirium Tremens. They had a few other versions on there. So I picked them up because I love the original Delirium Tremens. And they're like 8.5% Belgian beauties, isn't they? Just went on the website, had they have Chimay Blue, 9%, £4.75. Is that a good price? I couldn't even tell you, mate, to be honest with you. But they do actually have a beer subscription as well. Like a beer, like a subscription where you can, I think for £50 a month, they send you like a load of random beers each month. But then I noticed a mystery box, and I thought I'll go for that. If I'm impressed with the mystery box, then I might sign up for their subscription. Because from what I was reading, if you sign up for the actual subscription, although you're paying £50 for 24 beers, not 45, they see you as like a valued customer, and they're going to give you all the good stuff, sort of thing, stuff they don't even sell on the website. Might be a load of crap. It might be good. And if I get a good little box, perhaps some of you guys might try it out and tell us what you got. These blokes on the box, bigger tits than me. So probably size of them bangers. I'd rather have relative ones than the ones past the sell my dates. Yeah, we'll see what happens with it. I don't mind if they're just a little bit past the sell by date, but if you're talking like yeah, lagers and stuff, a few months is fine. Depends on the style of the beer, doesn't it? And how many of them are going to be out of date, and how out of date they're going to be. We just have to see. I just thought I'd just go for it. Sometimes I just like to do just random things like that. See what it's like. If it's a load of rubbish, 45 quid down, I won't do it again, but I can say I tried it. No, you only live once, didn't you? So it might be absolutely amazing. Plus, I've got some sort of thing with mystery boxes. Just not knowing what you're going to get, it excites me. Because normally, like, even when I do like an order on beers in Europe, I order these beers, I know what I've ordered, and I'm still really excited to open it. But when you literally got no idea what's going to be in there, it's kind of fun, isn't it? Aldi cheap shit is so good for the price. It's not shit, then, is it? I know what you mean, like the knockoff stuff, but Aldi stuff is good, man. August 1975. If it comes out like that, might not be a bad thing. Probably worth money, wouldn't it? Get out. Linebacker in the fridge as well. And I must say, the last bottle of this I had was actually a little bit skunked. It does come in like protective cardboard packaging. I don't get it. I've had it once or twice. It's a green bottle, isn't it? It does come with packaging around it. But occasionally you get one that's a little bit skunky because I think, have a look, comes in a six pack and you've got the cardboard protecting it. And then there's the two beers that are there and that side have obviously got the potential to get a little bit of light, whereas the two in the middle are fine. So occasionally you get one. It surprised me that bloody Nigerian beer that I had is literally brewed in Nigeria in a green bottle. Come all the way over here and it weren't skunked. Oh, and Tisky. But it's not cheap for six bottles. It's lush, but kind of sweet. Uh, Jennifer, if you go to Home Bargains, they do four. Was it pint? It's either pint tins or 500 mils. I'm not sure. I didn't look, but they were definitely not 440s. They're at least 500 mil cans, and they were four for 550, which ain't a bad price, is it? I see them today, and I was quite tempted, but I had Tisky last night, so I fancied something different. Because Tisky is probably the best lager in my Tesco Express. There's not a lot of selection. Tisky is quite consistent, I find. They've actually put that beer Moretti unfiltered with a hint of sea salt in the 3 for £6 deal in my Tesco Express now. No wonder. They were trying to charge £3.55 per bottle of that crap. You pay £6 for 500 mils. Yeah, Home Bargains, you get it for £5.49, Jennifer. And they might be pint cans. They're at least 500 mils. I didn't look, but they were definitely bigger than 440s. So yeah, I just saved you 50p. Unless your Home Bargains is miles away, it costs you more than bloody petrol to go and get them, wouldn't it? Why do these beer companies insist on putting them in green bottles? And now they get skunked, or is it done on purpose? To be honest, mate, I'm not sure because there's some companies that used to do their business in green bottles that have converted and started putting them into brown bottles. So perhaps they didn't know, and now they do. They've corrected the issue. But some companies, I think there's people that like that skunky aroma when they open the bottle. Perhaps people that like to smoke the hashish. I don't know, but, I think some people like it. Um, I said to my brother, and, I went round for a barbecue, and he was drinking what was it? He was drinking something, I think it was Stella, UK brewed Stella, and I was cracking open these bottles of Stella, and they were so skunky. And he was like, "What do you mean skunky?" And I was like, "Yeah, you shouldn't put beer in bring bottles." Like, and he was like, "Oh, that's why I like it. I love that skunky smell when you open them." I'm like, "Really?" But yeah, that's actually why I like it. Some people like it. Chain went from brown to green. Mental. Yeah, that can't be a good thing. I don't think it's a price thing, because surely it's not gonna affect the price of the glass, what colour it is it? They've got a bottle of St. Peter's organic best beer in the fridge. Bang of beer, anyone tried that? I've tried a few beers by St. Peter's. I'm not sure if I've tried that. I might have, or I might have looked at it for organic. I'm not drinking that. But the ones I've tried from St. Peter's, I think they make some fantastic beers. And they're very sexy looking bottles as well, don't they? They've got that oval sort of shaped bottle, haven't they? And I can definitely believe you when you say it's banging, because I think I've liked pretty much every beer I've tried by them. I'm gonna go and drain the anaconda quickly, and I don't mean choking it, I mean draining it. Back in a minute. I only got one beer in the fridge that I've not reviewed yet that's there to be reviewed, and that's that. That's what's sold in Home Bargains. Meantime Brewery, based in London. Whereabouts in London is it? Greenwich in London, says it on top. Pale ale, 4.3%, 69 pennies that one costs. Could be a little potential bargain. I'll probably have that up in the next couple of days if I don't end up drinking it tonight. And I'm just waiting for that box on Monday to arrive. But I'm not sure if I've had this before, because there was one in Home Bargains last year, Meantime Brewery Pale Ale, but it's called Prime Pal. Have they just changed the name and it's the same bloody beer I've already reviewed? I don't know, and I probably won't know because that was like a year ago. I've had hundreds of different beers since then. I'm not gonna remember it. I'll review it anyway. It might be the same thing because I think they're the same ABV, but they've got different names. But then it's the same kind of can about every over 20 years. So if you've been making a beer for 20 years, you wouldn't all of a sudden just change the name, surely? I don't know. Apparently, the bottle is meant to be an old style gin bottles. All right. Being told is a hit and miss. I think. Here we go, guys. Walk out time. And Ngannou walking out. Yep. The main event is about to start. Who is going to win this bloody advert? Who's going to win? Who are we going for? Hold up. What's my prediction for the fight? Well, my thoughts are I want Ngannou to win, but I think Joshua's going to win. I think Tyson Fury didn't train properly last time, which is why it was a closer fight. But I think AJ's going to win. But as another alternative, I think AJ's going to outbox Ngannou. Then Ngannou might just land one, and then it's done, like from out of nowhere. I think either AJ on points, because I can't see him knocking out Ngannou because he's a big old fella. So I'm going to go AJ on points on Ngannou by knockout. So if it goes the distance, I think AJ. I can't see AJ knocking Ngannou out, but I can see Ngannou with that absolute monstrous power of his. If you've watched him in UFC, he ain't no joke. He can knock people out in seconds. But obviously, he's not a boxer, is he? So he's going to find it difficult to land that knockout punch. But if he connects on AJ's chin, it's I reckon he's going to have to go shopping in some white boy shops and get some plasters. And I hope that's what's going to happen. But I just think overall, AJ on points. But just because I've really just got a feeling Ngannou's got to land once, and he's got to land once. And that's what I'm praying for. Uh, more in shit, so they can make shit loads of money for second pay per view. Right, that's how he thinks. Anything wouldn't surprise me. AD, right, I'm off to bed, mate. Let's hope I wake up tomorrow and the Ngannou wins. Have a great night, Ad, and everyone in the chat. Thank you, Addy D, mate. Love you, bud. Take care, mate. Uh, Michael Slogan, it's good to try old beers and see if they're still good. Yeah, because they change as well, don't they? Right, 75% have gone for Ngannou, is that? 0% have gone for AJ. And somebody said that don't give a shit. They're here for the beer. Not a big boxing fan, so I don't mind who wins. Fair play, mate. We can talk about beer as well. Ngannou is slight favourite to win. Your slight favourite, or he is the bookie's slight favourite. Still, yeah, but still a fun group thing. Michael Slocum, I'll swing my window and I'll win. Swinging windmill. That's what's his name? The Bronze Bomber. I don't even think of his nickname, but I can't think. Oh, Wilder. Simo Sups is in Jesus. How you doing, Simo, mate? They ain't paying for it. Trying to find a dodgy. You've come to the right place, Simo. Jennifer, can you put the link up, please, for Simo? And yeah, you can watch it with us, mate. There you go. You'll get your typical adverts. Just keep pressing the X button, and eventually it'll let you watch it. Thank you, Jennifer. We just watched the Zhang versus Parker fight, Simo. I only watched the last 3 rounds, but Jennifer said it was a good fight. Parker won on points, but Zhang knocked Parker down twice. So it's one of them kind of fights where Zhang sort of won the war, or sorry, Zhang won the fight, so the war, but Zhang won the fight, but Parker won the boxing match, so to speak, because he got all the points, but knockdown wise, it was Zhang. Got there in the end, didn't I? I'm starting to get a bit pissed. Did you manage to get it up, Simo? Take that away. The boxing stream, I mean. You've been out since 6:30. Oh, he's raging, steaming. Simo, Simo is smashed off the old man breasticles. I'm getting there. Yeah, he doesn't need a vagina ad. Oh, Viagra ad. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. I get words mixed up. I normally realise soon after. Doesn't need vagina off. Oh, it's quite funny not being able to read sometimes. For once, I was very sensible. I'll behave yourself. Sensible. Oh, there we go, guys. Francis Ngannou with the amazing boxing record of 1 fight and 1 loss against AJ, the former 2-time world champion. Come on, Ngannou. I do not like Joshua. When you talk about boxing, I don't need fight. It's it could go. You can see it came either way, which is what makes it interesting. Even though Ngannou is not a boxer, his punch power don't care. If he lands on Joshua's chin, I'm going to be happy. But at the same time, I could see Joshua just making him look stupid because he's a boxer, and I do think that Fury didn't train properly for him because he just thought it was going to be a lot easier than what it was. Fury can be like that. He's a bit unpredictable, isn't he? And people think he's finished, but he probably just didn't take it seriously and thought, I'll just turn up and win. He connects once, he's fucking destroys. Like that's what I'm hoping happens. I just look at AJ there and I just think, I fucking hate you. After that, don't shop in white people's shops. You're living in a white people country, mate. Disgusting. Come on, Ngannou. But crack open another cheap Audi. Oh, that's quite Interesting shorts that Ngannou's got on. Nice pink and gold and white. Very manly. You punch like a Arctic tree and you will turn up with pink shorts. Going to win even more now. Come on, Ngannou, just chin him. Yeah, I think AJ's looking a little bit scared, you know, or maybe he's just feeling him out. Oh, he's definitely. I think AJ's mind is a big issue for him sometimes. When he was younger, he used to turn up with no fear and just start throwing bombs, but now he really overthinks everything. I think mentally he overthinks a bit too much, where he should just go with his natural talent that he clearly used to have when he was younger. But he got beat by Ruiz and that. It's not been the same, has he? Sponsored plus sideline boots. Oh shit! Straight to the face. F me. Pink miniskirt. That's what I was thinking. He's like a fucking pink mini. Not just Ngannou. It looks like a pink miniskirt. Literally punches like a lorry, an Arctic lorry, and what comes up in a pink miniskirt with gold frilly bits on it. I mean, who covers up with it? Ngannou went down. Oh, oh, oh. That's what I said about the old Joshua. It's not been the same since the big load. Ngannou loses, it's rigged for AJ Fury. Well, I think Fury didn't take Ngannou seriously, and I think AJ has. That's what I said. I think AJ is going to win, but I do want Ngannou to win. I do want Ngannou to win. Oh, I think Fury went in there when he fought Ngannou. I'm going to make this guy look silly. He didn't train properly, danced around a bit, and all that, and he got caught. And although he's obviously not a boxer, the fact that he was a UFC heavyweight champion, you got to give him a bit more respect than what Fury did. Colin Garney. It didn't seem like the biggest. It didn't seem like the biggest shot, did it? That took Ngannou down. I think it is just a good time. It didn't seem like a massive punch, did it? Which is surprising. But now AJ might do his thing where he starts thinking that he's the boss man and then gets caught because he does that. He gets a bit overconfident sometimes. What are you drinking, Ed? I'm drinking in a minute Steinhauser. I've had a couple of Weinbacher Weiss beers. I've had some Steinhausers. Basically, I've been to Aldi's. I tried Aldi's version of Brewdog Hazy Jane thought it was okay at first, and it started tasting like bloody dishwater. Once I got a bit further down, but it's quite. I think I'm on ninth beer now, ninth or 10th. I've had a few. I keep finding loads of bits in the bottom of the bottles. Mm. I've been drinking a session lager from Budvar tonight. The Budvar Purdle 3.8%, very nice actually. I've not seen that one, mate. Wouldn't mind trying it though. But they're normal Budvars are session lager to me, to be fair. 5%. 6 shots of baby Guinness that didn't go. Oh, oh, Ngannou gone down again. He's got up on my screen. No, he's done. Oh my god, that one done him. Wow, he just got absolutely obliterated. That did you see the last punch that took him down, Simo? Jesus Christ, it looked like he looked dead. Sparko, mate, absolutely sparked him. Jesus. Well, I think we can safely say that's the end of Ngannou's boxing career. Can you imagine paying for that? Yeah. Thank you very much, Jennifer, for saving us all a few quid. Jesus. Now what's going to happen is everybody's going to say Fury's finished because AJ just obliterated him, and Fury obviously got knocked down twice by him. And you can see Fury now; his face is like shit. Oh, here we go. AJ's going to start showing off. $500,000 for a quick sleep. Yeah, true. Yeah, that won't reach. The way he went down with that last shot, Jesus, like, I'm actually hoping that Ngannou's all right because they seem all right. Buckled, yeah. You can watch GC games too. Oh. Oh, that last one. His legs completely went, didn't they? And he just, oh, it looked like he got snapped in half of that last punch. That was absolutely mental. Yeah, see, I think, like I say, I think Fury took him really lightly, and AJ hasn't. And perhaps Ngannou got a bit overconfident from how good he did against Fury. A sort of unprepared Fury. Gone in there. Yeah, Fury got dropped, yeah. Yeah, Fury got dropped twice against Ngannou, I think. And AJ just made Ngannou look like nothing. That's interesting. I mean, maybe AJ, maybe Fury's finished. I mean, putting on all that weight like he did, and all the drugs and all that, it's got to shorten your career, surely. But I think Fury's looked a lot better with his new trainer. That it used to be Fury's trainer, didn't he? Get his name. Somebody mentioned it earlier. Uh, Fury's old trainer, the one who brought Fury back when he was overweight and that, the young guy. It's interesting now because I can't see AJ ever beating Usyk. So if Usyk and Fury do end up fighting, I think AJ is going to be praying that Fury wins because I just see Usyk's just got his number, or maybe AJ's back. I don't know. Yeah, I think Ngannou's going to go back to UFC now. Oh my god, this is I can't stand Fury. Now he's giving it the Billy Big Bollocks. Not Fury, AJ. It is what it is. AJ Waddle. You yeah, I can't stand him. He proper rates himself, doesn't he? Like, he would love to shag himself, that man. Yeah, probably Simo. He must have made a good few mil maybe £1,000,000 per punch in that fight, per punch he took. He's laughing, isn't he? He probably made more in that fight than he made in his whole UFC career. Fair play to the guy. Um, Sign me up. I'll have a crack. Oh god, wouldn't you love that sort of money? That's disgusting, isn't it? The money these sports stars earn, like footballers are the worst ones. I mean, Christ, like especially the top ones that like Mbappe earning £1,000,000 a week. Fucking £1,000,000 a week. What are you gonna do with £1,000,000 a week? Seriously. I actually don't think I'd like to earn £1,000,000 a week because you wouldn't appreciate nothing, would you? Literally, that's just ridiculous. £1,000,000 a week. And you got people starving in the world, do you know what I mean? It's just come on, people don't earn that in their bloody lifetime, some people. £1,000,000 a week. Michael Slocum, I'd rather see man play with balls for 60 minutes than basketball. You're too skinny, Simo, to fight Tyson. Tyson Fury. Be fair, I think me and Simo both weigh more than Tyson Fury. Oh, there we go. I cannot stand this guy. Whoever wins out of Fury and Usyk, even if Usyk wins, of course I want Fury to win, but if Usyk wins, I just don't care what one wins as long as they beat him after. Because I cannot. If he wins that fight, he's got to literally start sucking himself off. He's proper giving it, bigging himself large. Now you got Eddie Hearn. He's like, oh AJ, oh, AJ, yeah. Oh mate, it's proper cringe. It's like that fight that last fight he lost to Usyk. He was proper bigging himself up, even when he was got battered. He's so cringy, man. Oh, mate. Like self praise is no praise, is it? And he is proper bigging himself up. Can't stand it. Simo, you got City players and 40 okay, and apparently Ngannou got 20,000,000. Jesus Christ! And AJ, what is this kind of money? What the that's mad. And then you got poor old beer monster. It's about pounding me beer. Oh, you gotta laugh at me. Fucking hilarious. How can you earn 30,000,000 for getting smashed in the face 3 times? £30,000,000 and £10,000,000 per punch. £10,000,000, yeah, I'll quite happily You cut both my legs off if you're gonna give me that money. I'll take 30 million to have both my legs cut off. I'll just get myself a proper wicked little wheelchair, two like metal Terminator legs. I'm ready to go, ain't I? Yeah, so much money. That is insane, isn't it? Was it on your stream the other night, Simo? We was talking about how much would we have to get paid to drink a pint of our own piss? Wilson Tenure has gone bonkers. Yeah, that is mad. Fuck, I'm not 20 quid then. He did look worried, and I don't think he was necessarily worried about fighting AJ because he's still got to get past Usyk first, which of course ain't no easy task, is it? But I think he was worried how he's gonna look because Ngannou knocked Fury down twice, and Fury barely won the fight, and AJ just made him look like a UFC fighter trying to be a boxer, like what he is, and that makes Fury look really bad. So he's thinking, "Oh, here we go. Everybody's gonna say I'm crap. Maybe I am crap." He's gonna start thinking to himself, "Am I past it?" Because AJ just made this guy look like a clown, and the guy knocked me down twice. But I just think Fury weren't in shape. If he's got mental health problems, then he's got to get his mind right. Or I don't know. You kick a ball and get paid 30 million. Adam, get yourself a push-up bra and do some mud wrestling. Tell you what, if I got paid the sort of money these get, I'd quite happy get a fucking full-on boob job and do some mud wrestling. Easy money. Fucking crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy the amount of money they get paid. You think this world is crazy, isn't it? If everybody shared their wealth between everybody, like you got these Russian oligarchs and these billionaire leading Rishi Sunak's wife and all that. And if everybody just shared all the money in the world equally between everyone, okay, everybody might not be millionaires, but everybody would be pretty well off. There'd certainly be no homeless people, and everybody would have a nice house, car, all the basics, be able to have good days out, nice food. Surely, because there's some people that are just so rich to the point where it's how is that even OnlyFans? Yeah, I was gonna get an OnlyFans man breasticle special. But anyway, I am gonna love you and leave you there, guys. It's been good fun again tonight. I've done like about an hour and a half earlier, plus another 2 hours and 40 minutes coming up. Man, breast money for the win, Adam. How did you get rich? I showed off my man breasticles. Beer Monster versus Simo, the sumo wrestling, we can make millions. Later, Zad. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, it kind of turned into a bit of a boxing thing at the end there, but you know, we'll be spontaneous sometimes. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend, people. And hopefully I'll see some of you beer only fans. Or was that only beer fans? Get your tits out for the girls. Yeah. No. Good night, guys. Appreciate you all. And hopefully I'll catch you next week. And yeah, thanks for the support you give the channel and that, guys. And I'm going to get the hell out of here. Bye bye, darlings. And yeah, Catch you on the next one, peeps.